am on my way to the wildlife refuge. We're going to be taking some bird photos today. I'm really excited. It is a gorgeous day today, blue skies, not too cold, and we're going to hopefully see a lot of really cool birds and wildlife, so I'm super excited. We're hopefully going to be turning these photos into just fun illustrations in my journal. So stay tuned and I'll see y'all there. Okay friends, we have made it. This is where we're going to be exploring today, and it is so beautiful here. We are just surrounded by such gorgeous nature. So wish me luck on hopefully finding some really awesome birds. It is a little bit windy here, but I just passed a really sweet couple and they told me that there's a lot of deer up ahead and they're really close. So I'm super excited, gonna go over there and hopefully get some good photos of them. I've just come across a family of deer and I'm looking at them right now. Okay friends, there are two deer like literally right underneath me. So I'm gonna get their photos real quick. Let me show you the photos. I think this one's a mom because there's some babies near her as well, but they are so cute. Okay friends, we are back and I feel like I deserve a treat since I walked about 3 miles trying to find birds and barely found any, but it was still such a great adventure. I feel so refreshed. Spending like hours in nature is one of my favorite things to do. So I am going to one of my favorite places in this area. It's called Top Burger, and I'm gonna get their famous fries. Okay, we are here. I am a big foodie, and I totally believe in treating yourself with food all the time. So we are about to get the best fries in the world.
Hello.
Hi there. Could I just get a medium fry, please?
Just medium fry?
Yeah.
Anything else?
That should do it.
That's gonna be $4.33.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, that was quite a roller coaster. They told me that it was going to be about a 25 to 30 minute wait, and I was really sad, but I was like, I would totally do it for these fries. So I just pulled over to the side, waited, and then after like a few minutes, they came back out and they were like, oh, okay, you just had fries, we got you. So I have the famous fries. Let me just show y'all. I know it's getting really dark, so the lighting is not great, but these are like McDonald's fries, but on a whole nother level. They come with the seasoning on them. That's just like so freaking good. And literally the best fries in the world. This was so worth the trip. I'm gonna enjoy my fries while they're still hot, and then I'm gonna head home, edit photos. I'm not gonna draw anything tonight because it's getting kind of late. And I'm currently watching Stranger Things again. I'm almost through the 4th season, so I'm probably gonna binge that tonight. But in the meantime, I will eat my fries and I will do some art tomorrow. See you guys later. Hello everyone, today is Sunday and we are going to be taking that inspiration from the photos I took yesterday and putting them into my art journal. This is one of my favorite exercises. It just puts two of my favorite hobbies together, photography and journaling, and I love doing this exercise. It's something I want to do more often. But first, we always have to start with some tea, so I'm going to get some tea going. Okay, so we have our tea. I am doing a green tea today, and just looking out the window, a lot of the leaves have already fallen. It's getting into the end of fall and turning into winter here. But I love Sundays, they're just so relaxing, and when I have candles going and when I have tea, it is just like ultimate chill vibes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be going through some of my photos that I found and then using them as references to just create fun sketches and doodles in my art journal. So first we're gonna get started with the title. I have chosen some washi tape that I want to add to the journal as well. And then here is our journal. I think one of my last entries was this happy fall page. So I'm just going to go to a blank page. We'll start from here. And I'm just going to grab my clip. This is pretty much the end of my journal now, so my poor clip is having a hard time. I added some washi tape for decorations, but now I am adding the title to my art journal page. I am using my favorite letter stamps and just filling out the whole title. This wildlife refuge is called Steigerwald, and it is located a little bit past Washougal on the Washington side. I love how rustic these stamps make the title look. It just adds a lot of character to these pages. So our first thing we will be adding to my journal is some mushrooms that I found. I went mushroom foraging for the first time a few weeks ago, and it was such a fun activity, and whenever I see mushrooms in the forest, they just bring so much joy. So I am going to be adding these cute cluster of mushrooms to my journal page. And then I'm just surrounding the mushrooms with this really cool moss. My next addition to this journal page will be this really beautiful falcon that I saw. After doing some research, I learned that it was called the American kestrel. And it's blue, it's brown, it just has such beautiful feathers. After adding these finishing touches to the bird, I did some research online and then added a brief description of some fun facts. I had written in the beginning an excerpt with my blue fountain pen, but I did not like my handwriting, so I am just taking this little message card, ripping the edges away, and gluing it on top to try again. And my cat Sarah was curious. She loves the smell of glue, so she was just trying to see what was going on here. But this is a really cool trick. If you ever make a mistake, you can just cover it up with another blank piece of paper and then write on top of it. My third addition to this journal page will be this beautiful flock of birds that I saw flying. I think this is a great way to fill blank spaces, and they all just had so many different shapes. Okay everyone, we are done with the first page, but I only added like 3 elements to it, so I'm definitely going to be adding more creatures and forest things on the next page, but I just wanted to show you what I have so far. I love it. I really like minimalistic and simple line art, but I'm trying to get more into shading. This is my first page done, on to the second one. Living near Portland, Oregon, we have so many trees everywhere, and being able to just be surrounded by them, to see their beauty, how each ring in this photo represents a year that this tree has lived, it is just one of my favorite things. So I am adding this stump that I found to my journal page. And of course I had to try and add a deer. I will say animals and people are not my forte. I struggle a lot with proportions and just making them look not creepy, but this one I think I did okay with. I am just trying to draw the silhouette, make the shapes proportional, but also be forgiving for myself, to not put too much pressure to make it look perfect, but to just put something on the page. This practice of looking at photos and then turning those into art pieces in your journal really just helps you slow down and take a look at all the details. For example, with this one, I could see that the deer's fur was moving from right to left, and so I was just trying to mimic that with these lines. Here we saw some signs of beavers. This was actually pretty wild. There was like 5 trees that were all next to each other that had signs of beavers nibbling on them, and it was really cute, so I wanted to try incorporating this to my sketchbook as well. I've never drawn this before, and trying to figure out how to show those bite marks and chew marks, I decided to just kind of go back and forth with some cross hatching up and down and right and left to create that pattern. Because the trunks of the trees were so dark, I just went in with a Tombow marker to help give that contrast. While on the trail, I stumbled across one of my favorite creatures ever. This is a woolly bear. They are so cute, and I had to add it to my journal. But as a kid, we used to have so many of these everywhere. They would just roll up into little balls when you picked them up, but they are so soft and just so cute. After doing some research, I learned that they turn into the Isabella tiger moth. I was a little sad this photo turned out blurry because this eagle was flying around really fast, but there was a bald eagle that I saw when I was in the forest, and I had to add this creature to my journal as well. Again, like I said, I am not good at drawing animals. It is something I am practicing, but I think because this is just ink, you can make it messy, you can make it whatever style you want to. The idea is just to keep creating. Okay friends, we have finished our art journal adventure sketching. I was able to do 2 pages with this one, and I really love how it turned out. It was really fun to do. I learned some new fun facts about some of the animals and creatures that I saw. I highly encourage you, if you haven't tried this before, go out in nature, enjoy nature, be present, take photos there, and then when you come back, just go over and reflect on what you saw. Learn something new, because nature always has something new in store for us. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!